Hey guys, it's Virginia, and I think it's a very appropriate time for me to talk about my personal opinions on the LGBT or LGBTQ community. In the midst of Obama saying that he thinks that gay marriage should be legalized, I think it's an appropriate time, don't you? I have been promising this for weeks, and I think this is the perfect time for me to finally say something. This is the single reason why Obama's a successful president in any way. The single reason, no exaggeration. Sure, not liking SOPA and PAPA, that we're gonna go against the internet sense of the internet or whatever, is very good, because I would have been in so much trouble, not gonna lie. It's a good thing, but this, and he did not kill that Osama guy. That was the military. Sorry to crush your dreams. So pretty much, supporting gay rights is the single reason why Obama is a successful president in any way. Just thought I should say that. So, my personal beliefs that I've already established over my life, very much related to my religious beliefs, and why it's so hard for me to find anything that I can actually deal with, because I've already said in other videos, I'm a Christian, but I don't support anything relating to homosexuality that any Christian church says, at all. Because I am a fervent supporter of gay rights. Because I have so many gay friends, so many lesbian friends, so many bisexual friends. I mean, no, I have never actually come in personal contact with a transvestite or transgender person, but still, them changing their sex does not affect me in any way, does it? No. Still, and going that route, my friend's sexuality and sexual preference, does that in any way affect me? F no. So why do I care? See, I think that as long as you find someone who makes you happy, someone who you truly love and care for, and someone who you could see your life with, someone who you are totally in love with, let it be. Let them get married. I don't care. See, I don't care because it doesn't affect me. God said in the Bible, and I'm going the religious route because I'm gonna disprove any Christian church's belief on homosexuality, and I'm gonna lay the facts. Lay the facts. Human dignity, the value and worth that comes from being created in God's image and likeness. Yes, it is true that in the Bible it says that if a man were to lay down with another man, it would be an abomination. Is it not true? Yes, it is written in the Bible. Who wrote the Bible? Men wrote the Bible. Men wrote the Bible. I mean, I believe in the Bible. I believe it is the Word of God. But who can honestly say that every little word in the Bible is completely from God? Those men, you don't know who they were. You don't know what they did and didn't like. Maybe they didn't like homosexuality, so they put that in the Bible. Whatever. Therefore, you can't be 100% sure God actually said that, can you? No. You cannot be 100% without a doubt sure that that is exactly what God said or exactly what God meant. Even if it is what God said, you can't be sure that that's not taken out of context. You cannot be sure. So, human dignity, the value and worth that comes from being created in God's image and likeness. Straights are allowed to get married. Straights have less limited rights than homosexuals, bisexuals, the LGBT community in general. Why is it that if we have all human dignity just from being created in God's image and likeness, why is it that gays have less rights than us? Why is it that up until now, gays usually aren't allowed to get married, generally in the United States, founded on Judeo-Christian principles, with freedom as its motto, home of the free. No, wait. Land of the free, home of the brave. My bad, my brain went to sleep. Sorry, preaching. I'm sorry, I'm in this. Land of the free, home of the brave. Nothing here is free. Nothing. We have to fight for everything. We have to fight right from the inception of the Declaration of Independence. We had to fight for our right to be free. We had to fight in the Civil War. Because we didn't agree on stuff. We have to fight and pay for everything. And the LGBT community right now is fighting for their right to marriage equality. Why is it, if we all have human dignity, that homosexuals have less rights than straight people? Because I don't understand that. This is what I'm trying to say. If God truly did create everyone in his image and likeness, does that not mean that gays are created in his image and likeness as well? I am not one of those people that say that and say, oh my gosh, God is gay. No, I don't say that. Because that might not be true. Then again, who knows? I honestly don't care. Don't care. God created straight people. God also created gay people. We all deserve the same human dignity. And if we all deserve the same human dignity, we all deserve the same rights. Homosexuality is not a choice. I truly believe you were born that way. That's crazy for a Christian looking into Mormonism, saying, yes, I know that, but I truly believe you were born that way. And I know the Mormon church does not believe that. But whatever, it's me. Whatever, it's me. Yeah. Rights should be equal. The same image and likeness, same human dignity, same rights, in my opinion. And then, I truly just don't understand why some people have such a hatred or dislike of homosexuals. I, for one, can testify to the fact that I know so many, and they are so nice. What is to hate about them? You should not, or you should be ashamed if you do. You should not choose your friends based on their sexuality. You should not, in any way, think that that affects you, because it doesn't. If you are truly a friend to someone, you should not care about what sexuality they are. You want to know why? Because friends want friends to be happy. Friends want friends to live a happy and full life. And if you don't want that for your friends, you ain't a friend. Whoa, I just put on a New York accent right there. But still. Friends want friends to be happy. You should not choose friends based on their sexuality, sexual preference, stuff like that, because it doesn't affect you. Just because America was founded on Judeo-Christian principles, just because a lot of America is an Abrahamic religion, is some kind of Abrahamic religion or something else, I don't know, other religions, but a lot of it is an Abrahamic religion that includes any branch of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. I think there might be another one in there, but I really don't know. I really don't. But anyway, ow, I hurt myself. I'm sorry about that. It does not mean that we have a separation of church and state here. You can legalize gay marriage in the secular sector, in the state sector, and have it, you don't have to have it affect people's right to religious freedom, because I am 100% for religious freedom, but I am 100% for gay rights. I just don't think that gay rights should have to affect religion. If you legalize gay rights, legalize gay marriage in the state sector, it should not affect religion. Sure, some people can argue that, oh, if gays were allowed to get married, then they'd want to get married in a church. You want to know what? If it's legalized in the if it's legalized in the state sector, they can't get married in a church. I'm sorry, but if I was president, I would want to legalize gay marriage in the state sector, but I could never, with my heart, force religions who do not think two men or two women or something else should be allowed to get married. Shouldn't be allowed to get married, to make them marry them. I don't think that that's right. This is where it gets complicated. I want gays who are really in love to be allowed to get married, but I don't want the religion to have to be in any way a part of that. So where the separation of church and state come, the septum of America. And thank God for the separation of church and state, because it makes things so much simpler, yet so much harder. Which is why I'm so confused. But still. Gays are in no way different from us. We're all people. We want to be happy. We want to find someone to love. We want to know what love feels like. Know what it feels like to be held by someone you love. Want a good job. Want a good life. We want the same things. That's where the American dream comes in. How in the name of the good Lord, and I'm asking this, not using God's name in vain, but honestly asking, how can you expect to live in the land of the free and the home of the brave with the American dream in place, but not be allowed to marry the one that you love? How can you do that? How can you expect people to be wanting to live here? Be the melting pot that it once was and still is. How can you expect people to have nationalism toward a country that is contradictory to its basic principles? We want freedom, but for some reason we can't allow people who are different than us to be happy. Just because a minority of us might be LGBT or something doesn't mean that they don't have the same rights as us. Doesn't mean that they're smaller and less important than us. They are just as important as us. They're just as important as other contributing members of society, because that's what they are. How can you negate the American dream with something so stupid? How can you do that? I don't understand what the prejudice is. What this is. Legalize gay marriage in the state sector. Religion has nothing to do with this. A lot of people are Christian. A lot of people are in Abrahamic religion. And I don't think any Abrahamic religion likes homosexuality. I don't. It doesn't matter. Religion doesn't have anything to do with this. If you legalize gay marriage in the state sector, it does not have anything to do with this at all. Nothing. Cast religion aside. Cast your beliefs. Cast your personal and spiritual beliefs aside and think about the people for once. Think about the people. The people who are dying to get married because they're desperately in love with people. Think about them for a second. It's not going to affect you if they can get married in the state sector. It's not going to hurt you. Just let them live and love like you can. Do not negate the American dream. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked it.